Hello, everybody. Ronald Ray here, your boy with a cornbread accent, welcoming you to WWE Payback 2023 review show. Yeah, this year's pay per view or Payback pay per view takes place at the PBG Arena, PBG Paints Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Peter Potter picked a pan of pickles. Also, say all that 5 times real fast. I can't do it. Anyway, that's where the PPV took place at the PPG Arena in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, as Peter Piper picked a pan of pickles. There we go. Sorry, I'm just being a little goofy this morning. Anyway, I believe Coleman or Michael Cole said they had 14,000 strong at the arena last night at the for the Payback pay per view. Not a lively crowd, especially after the LA Knight Miz match. Everybody kind of was like iffy to it, and honestly, this was um, basically a Raw and SmackDown with a little more stink and sizzle to it. So before I get to the matches, let me ask y'all to be a champ and hit that subscribe button. Also, leave a comment. What did you think of last night's Payback pay per view? Uh, excuse me, premium event. See, I still screw that up. Anyway, yes. Let me know what you think. Hit the like button, notification bell, all that jazz. Now let's let her rip. All right, Payback 2023 starts out with a cage match featuring Becky Lynch versus Trish Stratus. Pleasantly surprised by this match. They definitely deserve the "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. I can almost say this match probably stole the show. Trish did the usual chicken hill stuff, trying to escape the cage from the get go. Kept on being pulled down by Becky. Trish Stratus would get the advantage after she pulled Becky down. Becky would run Trish's head multiple times, giving her a big old goose on her noggin there. But we also got to remember this is 2023 and not 1983. Otherwise, both women will be bleeding all over the place. They did pay a little homage to the first ever women's cage match. Trish hitting Victoria's Widow's Peak, and Becky doing Lita slash Matt Hardy's or Jeff Hardy's Twisted Fate move, but she didn't do the Lita Salt. Ziggy Stardust got involved, try to they had a little tug of war with Trish Stratus. Becky won that one. Uh, Ziggy I was about to say Ziggy Stardust. My gosh. Anyway, Ziggy Start got herself in the ring. Becky closed the door because she's the man. Now she went to Super Becky mode. Gave Ziggy the manhandle. Trish Stratus again was trying to escape the cage. Becky followed her up there. Gave Trish Stratus a manhandle on from the top rope. 1, 2, 3. Becky wins it. A little disagreement with Trish Stratus and Ziggy Start. uh, Becky or Trish feels that she didn't do enough to help her out. So Start just close the door and say, okay, what you want to do? Uh, Ziggy Start wound up hitting Trish with a Z360, took her shirt off. She had another, before all you guys go trying to watch it again, she just took the thank you Trish Stratus shirt off. She had another shirt underneath there, or sports bra, and threw it at Trish Stratus. So is Ziggy Stardust on her own now. But like I said, I think this match kind of stole the show here. Very good one. But let's see what else I can I say about this match. Or let's just go on to the next one. All right, out comes your Payback host John Cena, and he stated this. He's been opening match, main event, champion, challenger, but he was never a host of a premium event slash pay per view. He said his job was to make the event special and announced that he was going to be a special referee for the Miz LA Knight match. Of course, here comes the Miz. He's not happy about it whatsoever. And man, these two old pros on the mic, especially give the devil their dues. John Cena and the Miz really get on the mic and exchange banter back and forth. Uh, it ended with a whole Miz saying no when John Cena said, "Hey, I got a referee shirt now. I am going to be a referee." So Miz said no. John Cena was like, "Yeah," and of course that went back and forth. This, of course, would cue LA Knight's music. He gets to the ring, and now they're ready to start their match. All right. Seeing that the Miz had the odds stacked against him, he was like, "Nah, screw this." He started walking up the aisle. Knight started following the Miz. Miz tried to take a shot. Knight nailed his. Basically started throwing hands. Then the Miz got the advantage. Cena did a good job showing that, hey, he was going to call this right down the middle. Uh, Case in point, Miz had LA Knight in the corner, kept stomping on him. Cena was doing the count. He pulled the Miz off of him. Come back around, vice versa. Knight did the same thing, but this time it would cost Knight the advantage again. Miz was going to go for the five, or excuse me, they both almost hit Cena as well. Of course, Miz took the advantage when LA Knight was about to hit him. Had that moment of distraction. Miz was able to hit the Skull Crusher finale on him, but only for a 2 count. Miz was going for the five knuckle shuffle, but got power slam instead. The big LA Knight elbow drop with the blunt force trauma to follow. LA Knight wins. And right at the entrance, a handshake and a show of respect from John Cena, basically trying to give LA Knight the John Cena rub. Not the greatest match, but very good. Miz was a perfect opponent for LA Knight. He was able to get the heat, obviously. Miz is good at getting heat, and he's a good enough ring opponent. Made LA Knight look pretty good. Like I said, mm, it was good. Not the greatest match I've ever seen, but good enough. Crowd was definitely into it. Crowd definitely in LA Knight. Next, all right. Next up is United States Championship title match. Austin Theory going against the champion Rey Mysterio. Uh, they go at it. Theory trying to attack him. Like I said, the fans in this match are kind of just there, and it sounded like some of the boos were piped in because I heard a lot of boos, but seeing the crowd kind of just sitting there. They didn't pan the crowd, and wasn't much crowd movement whatsoever. They was kind of just sitting there. Uh, Theory would get a big portion of this match. Ray, of course, got came back with had a comeback, sliding DDT to the floor, a teabag Theory for a 2 count. So more back and forth. A 619 on Austin by Rey Mysterio, but Austin Theory counter with the knees. Look for the A-Town down, but Mysterio would counter that with a victory roll. 1, 2, 3, your winner, and still United States champion. Rey Mysterio. Like I said, good match. I thought this match was probably better than the LA Knight versus Miz match, but the crowd wasn't feeling it. Next. Next up is the Steel City Street Fight for the Universal WWE Tag Team Championships of the World. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, the champions, going against Judgment Day members Finn Balor and Damian Priest. And yep, they pretty much it was pretty much a street fight. Uh, Bell rings, they start throwing hands. Finn draws some boos by swinging a terrible towel, throwing it on the ground, stomping on it. Homage to Terry Funk when Owens and Zayn put Finn Balor in put a trash can over his head, starting beating him over the head with a kendo sticks. Uh, Judgment Day then would get the advantage. They got outside the ring into the crowd. Dum Dum got involved. KO and Zayn gets thrown over a barricade. They're discussing strategy, I guess. Basically, to give Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn long enough time to get the Pittsburgh Penguins jerseys on, namely Lemieux and Crosby. Pittsburgh Penguin legends right there. If you keep up with hockey, and then he had the gloves and sticks. They did a spot where they both threw gloves down, start beat up on Dominique. Um, Owens wound up doing some color in this match. Towards the end of the match, of course, uh, Sami Zayn would hit the haluva kick on Damian Priest. JD McDonough would come out and prevent the pin. Unfortunately for him, he got a pop-up powerbomb onto the commentator's table for that effort. Rhea Ripley came out, speared Kevin Owens through a barricade. Sami Zayn with another haluva kick, this time on Finn Balor. However, Dominic grabbed the money in the Bank briefcase, hit Sami with it. Finn covers 1, 2, 3, and we got new WWE Undisputed Universal Tag Team Champions, that being Finn Balor and Damian Priest. Um, I'm good with that one. Uh, Nothing wrong with Balor and Priest being tag team champions. We don't need to have every champion, keeping them for years and years. A few months here and there, not a big deal. I don't like seeing total hot potato with it, but I can honestly see Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens winning the back maybe come the next pay per view, or even Monday Night on Raw. Invoke their rematch clause and stuff like that. But if you like a lot of furniture moving, uh, kendo sticks, even like I said, Owens bled. So and a lot of moving parts in this match. So if you like that kind of stuff, uh, it was probably PG-13. I won't say rated R. You're not. This wasn't like the Stadium Stampede match where people had barbed wire and thumbtacks and all that, but just enough to satisfy the crowd. So, uh, congratulations to Finn Balor, Damian Priest. They're your new tag team champions. Next, all right. Next up is the Grayson Waller effect. Yes, Grayson Waller doing the giving Cody Rhodes a rub. That don't sound right, does it? Anyway, Cody Rhodes is a guest. A little banter between the two. Grayson Waller said, "Hey, Cody, you got some big announcement?" So Cody got up and said, "Look, if you watch SmackDown, somebody, somebody, somebody quit, then it sat right for him. So whatever little political stroke he has, he cashed them all in, and he hopes he doesn't regret it. So he did announce the newest member of the Monday Night Raw roster will be main event Jey Uso. He came out, huge ovation for him. Crowd definitely into Jey Uso. He comes out. Uh, Waller was running his mouth a little bit. Jey Uso gave him a super kick. Uh, Cody was kind of looking on. Little trust issues, I guess. Gotta understand it. He was member of the bloodline, and Cody Rhodes had his problems with the bloodline as well. So a little bit of trust issues, a little bit, and we'll see where this goes. Uh, I think it's good. Let Jay kind of do stuff on his own a little bit, see how far it goes. Now you got another guy who can. It's a great problem if you're a booker to have. Another guy who's over who can beat your long reigning intercontinental champion or your world champion, and everything's still, people leave happy, and things will just keep going. Uh, wow. Uh, I, this is stop from rambling about other interviews and stuff like that I heard. Let's just go to the next match. And it's now time for the WWE World's Women's Championship match. The champion, Rhea Ripley, defending against Raquel Rodriguez. Um, Not a great match. Crowd definitely wasn't into it. A few little mommy chants here and there. They basically, did a uh, power woman match. Uh, shoulder blocks, clotheslines, no sell clotheslines, no sell shoulder blocks. Rhea Ripley would take over after a low drop kick. Late in the match, Ripley would work the knee. Raquel, using her power, made a comeback. Dominique comes down. Uh, Basically, with the use of Rhea Ripley, she pulls Dominique in the ring. Rodriguez will give Dominique a power slam. Rhea took advantage of the distraction, uh, gave Raquel Rodriguez a few kicks, and hit the Riptide, sealing the win. Um, like I said, not a great match. Probably gave them a little too much time. Crowd definitely wasn't into it. It's almost like they want to cheer Rhea, but they kind of like Raquel Rodriguez too, or they could just wasn't into this match. They just want to see Rhea kind of squash people at this point, and which would have been the perfect thing to do. They could have held this match off a little longer, but there was a little bit of history and a little build up here. They did say that they did wrestle before with Raquel coming on top, but just get a little time. You got to work a little bit more with Raquel Rodriguez to get her to a serious threat category. Uh, but all in all, a good night for the Judgment Day, though. Next. All right, now it's time for your main event. Seth Rollins defending the WWE World Heavyweight Championship against Shinsuke Nakamura. They point out the Great Muta is in the crowd. Seth gets his stuff in. Oh yeah, by the way, they were seems like they were singing Shinsuke's song. Uh, Again, Seth got his stuff in the beginning. Uh, he did a forearm kip up, Shawn Michaels style. And later on, there's a partial homage to Hayabusa there with a springboard swanton, but Shinsuke moved out of the way for the springboard moonsault. Shinsuke would work on the back, Seth with a comeback, back and forth, a stomp out of nowhere, wins it for Seth Rollins. And there was, I guess, some digital media or social media extra there as Seth was going back to the back. Shinsuke did attack him after the match, but that was after the pay per view had gone off the air. So maybe they're gonna squeeze this for one more match. Seth did a good job selling the back. If he is injured, you definitely would believe it. Uh, Other than that, decent match. People just wasn't fully into it. I don't know if they just knew that Seth Rollins, they knew he was going to win. Like I said, this is kind of a Raw SmackDown with a little bit of stink on it, a lot of time on it. So wasn't a bad pay per view or premium event, excuse me. Usually they really go all out on the. I would say the next one will be Survivor Series, where they kind of go all out. I don't know if they're going to do the SmackDown versus Raw thing. That was kind of cool. Anyway, let me know in the comments what you thought about Payback. Is anybody looking forward to AEW All Out? Big news out of AEW again. Nothing to do with the All Out pay per view. Um, Other than that, like I said, be a champ. Hit that subscribe button, like button, dislike button. Leave a comment. Let me know what you think. Other than that, you folks have a good one. Take it easy.
Here at RP Tube Vision would like to thank you for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Also check out Friends of the